It was supposed to be an ordinary game in the 1989 NBA season. Little did the New York Knicks know, they played host to killers. Next in the Hellhole, we hunt for the true crime card that has a killer backstory.
Make no attempt to reload your device. You are now entering the Hellhole.
We're live, pal. How we doing? We got camera. Okay, take two. We're back. We're digging into the NBA Hoops 1990-91 season. If you've been here previously for the previous attempt at this or in the previous session, so we cracked a factory-sealed box, opened just over half the packs. If you want to head over to YouTube, search for Hellhole NBA Hoops, you should find something that will get you to that. That was very exciting. We got all the great ones. Pretty much the only one missing is Mark Jackson, which, as we sort of poke fun at in the intro, is a bit of a true crime kind of situation. It's I think the most valuable card in the 1990s series as of right now, although that might fluctuate depending on, you know, interest and some of the other top ones. But it is because in the background you can see the Menendez killers, two dirtbag punks who murdered their parents. And yes, there's a film. There might be multiple films. Was no, that's something else. Never mind. So that's interesting. So look, you know, we're gonna open up the rest of the packs. I'm all in on the hobby now. I'm back. I'm officially a trading card goon again, as I was back in the day, back in the 90s. Very excited to be back, kind of thing. So yes, I've already recounted this. I as a kid, I was relying on like cheap school binders that I was able to get for my trading cards. I was lucky enough to get one like Fleer collector's binder, but I got myself a swanky binder. I loaded up on sheets. We're looking for a whole series. You can see the numbers on your screen right now. Those are the cards that I'm chasing to get a full set. I do have a 27, which is John Battle from back in the day. I don't know. I didn't get these. I didn't get these originally in 1990. It would have been a few years later. Maybe as late as like 96. No, it wouldn't be that late, would it? Maybe. I can't remember. The basketball sheds that I would play for my school team, they were selling them. So, like I've said before, clearly a lot of these around, and I've become aware of the junk wax terminology. I've kind of just got back into this because I'm a fan and I wanted to reconnect with an old hobby. But clearly, yeah, these things are in abundance. I'm doing it for fun, but I have sort of like, you know, I've hard sleeved some of them. We're kind of we're pressed for size, but so like I'm thinking about doing maybe some grading. I haven't done that yet, but we got the Jordans, we got the Sam Vincent with the Jordan 12, which is one of the sort of big ones. We got the Jordan All-Star. That was kind of nice. I mean, it's still, there's a thrill in pulling some of these cards, even if they're not that valuable. Sean Kemp. Larry Bird. Hoping we can get some good grades on these. Tim Hardaway, rookie. You know, I used to love Tim Hardaway. The killer crossover. That's what I'm all about. Magic Johnson. You know, you can't beat Magic. Classic. David Robinson, rookie. That's kind of good. David Robinson playing the piano. Larry Bird, All-Star. Magic Johnson, All-Star, which is one of the ones I had back in the day. Akeem Olajuwon, we did all that kind of stuff. We got all of these. I don't really know my best shots in terms of value for graded copies, because ideally, yeah, I would like to be maybe selling some of these to cover the cost, because it is a significant cost. But you can see these are some of the hits that we pulled out that aren't in the binder at the moment. One that I overlooked, you know, we went past Greg Grant. I forgot, a little bit like the Menendez card, although at this stage I don't think it's registered in terms of auction values and things like that. But if you peep here, we kind of poke fun at it in the thumbnail for the previous one. That's Paula Abdul, music sensation, dance sensation, former American Idol judge, Paula Abdul. That's her sitting right there, looking very, you know, very nice. I don't know how far are we going with that. Yeah, so I guess that's your basic recap, and I guess we're gonna get into this and see if we can finish this. Here's my number 27. I haven't got it in with the others because it's a little bit, you can see there's a little bit of roughness around the edge there. So I've had this for, you know, close to 20 years, 30 years, I don't know. That's my 27 John Battle. So that's one of the ones that I'm chasing. If I can get a nice mint one, maybe I can get a nice good condition full set. That'd be kind of nice. We'll do this. We'll rip through these. There will be more trading card action in the future. I'm pleased to say this is the beginning rather than the end at this stage. I don't know how far we're going to go, but well, wowzer. Okay, well this is a big one, guys. This is a big one. I'm not sure if we look straight off the top. Check this out. Straight off the top, we got another Jordan, so that's pretty exciting. I will just look. I love a tangent. I love a detour. These are here's a stack here, not in the binders. So this, I believe, is what do we got here? I think those are the doubles that we've pulled. So when you consider the amount of packs we opened, it's not too bad. Those are the doubles from the previous session. Like I said, head over to YouTube and you'll find the archive. There is a link in the about description on Twitch, and if you're already on YouTube watching this, you can find all these things in the info description or just by looking around. But those are the ones I had as a kid. Let's try to focus up now. Let's try to get this done, make some progress, get some gold. So yeah, kicking it off with a nice Jordan. It's not overly centered, unfortunately, so it's not a 10. Now, Mitch Richmond. See, I'm gonna forget what I'm chasing and what I've got. 118. How we doing? Okay, that's a double. Jim Paxson. Okay, Jim Paxson. That's a double. Another Dennis Rodman All-Star. That's pretty nice. A Michael Cooper. Really, I'm relying on the numbers at this point to see if we hit. There's a Chuck Daly as far as coach cards go. You know, Chuck Daly's a pretty good one for that period. One of the best who was going around. Who we got? Gee, my setup is not feeling as good as it usually does. I'm just going to move things around here. Mike Gaminsky. Mike Gaminsky is 228. So that's another double. We're not doing so good in terms of wins. Brad Lohaus. How do I usually do this? I don't feel right. I don't feel right. Jeff Malone, Blue Edwards, Tom Chambers. Is that a no? That's another double. We only need Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. Oh no, there's a few. There's a few. David Robinson, AC Green, Steve Alford, another Danny Ferry rookie, Brad Sellers. Buck Williams. I guess I'm checking these numbers as I go as best I can. 336. There's a lot. I would like to be kind of keeping track of this, but there's a lot to keep track of right now. 336 I got. 81. 81. No, these are all doubles. I'm gonna be sleeving, so we better get that going. Bear with me, folks. What do you want to see? Steve Alford. Try to make it a little bit more visually interesting. So we're getting in here. I'm gonna sleeve up Jordan and Rodman, I guess. That is that our second regular Jordan, I believe. For some reason, I'm thinking you're good for maybe two of each, 2 Jordans, All-Star and regular. I don't know if that's a bit of wishful thinking. Still don't really have a plan for my doubles and things like that. But like I said, I don't really know what I'm going to try to grade either. So if you've got suggestions, if you know more than me, shout them out in the chat, shout them out in the comments if you're watching this later. Hopefully I'm audible and all things like that. It looks like the audio is okay. I'm gonna just do a little shuffle, try to get myself some room here. We're a little bit cramped in on my desks right now. We'll get the show rolling, don't worry. Put you over there. Okay, those are the doubles. Sleeved up, let's keep this train a-rolling. Try to get to grips with what's going on here. Just gonna pull up my screen so I know what's going on a little bit better. You can see my keyboard, my messy desk. I got some pens. I'm just kind of like diving in here, getting this show on the road. I didn't really clean up or anything. So what are we doing here? We got John Sally. That name rings a bell. I feel like I've said that before. Wayman Tisdale. Don't know if there's a better way to say that. Dana Barris, rookie. That might be... Is that of interest to us? 274 is just outside my screen. Nope. Still a double. Terry Catledge. 216. That's a double. Lafayette Lever. Yeah, Randolph Keys. Randolph Keys, that's a good name. I like that. Randolph Keys. Could be a gangster, could be a musician, could be anything. Jay Vincent. Paul Moksky with the elbow pads. He's got to put over somebody in a squash match later tonight. Bill Fitch. Buck Johnson. Buck Johnson on our list. 125. No, that's a double. Dominic Wilkins All-Star card. Now, you're telling me Dominic Wilkins isn't the hot in-demand card? Get a grip, fans. Todd Lichty. Vernon Maxwell. What is that? 126. Still chasing Billy Thompson. Billy Thompson, who cheated at Donkey Kong. No, that's the other guy. J.R. Reed. J.R. Reed with the swanky haircut. Nothing much to report in that one. Dominic Wilkins was always one of my favorites. You know I love the Duncan contests. I like what he's all about. Oh, we got a big one, and it's one that I'm chasing, so that's good. Would love to get a full set out of a box. It's not guaranteed, but it's probable. Bernard King kicking things off here. Number 300 in the card set. Can I do something here? So Bernard King. Oh, that's one of our chase. That's card 300. That's good. Good. That's what we want. We want to expand our set. I don't know where am I putting all this stuff. Should have thought about this a little bit earlier, don't you think? Okay, so we got Chris Mullen. I'm just like hovering there. The human buzz cut. Chris Mullen, who used to have a different hairstyle, and that's disturbing if you ever see it. That's not right. Okay, trying to keep things straight. Frank Cornett, or Cornett. What number is that? 176. That's a newbie. So this pack is delivering. I'm curious about the combinations of cards because I feel like Bob Weiss is that. Yeah, Bob Weiss is a new one. I feel like the cards might be distributed in certain probabilities. We're getting a lot here that we don't have. I'm surprised by how few. Oh, did you see that? We've got our man! Tony Campbell, 185. That's a new one. So we're getting a lot that we didn't have. I wonder, was there certain combinations? But look, there they are. There's the punk scum, the killers that have made Mark Jackson. I mean, Mark Jackson's a respectable player. He's a good, like, shooter and everything. You know, but probably not not typically going to surpass like a Jordan and some of those guys, a Kemp rookie in that. But because of this sort of grim, macabre piece of history, these scumbag killers they went on a spending spree, got themselves some Knicks tickets or whatever, and hit the courtside. Just by chance, history is captured in that sense. So Mark Jackson, that's one of the ones we're going to think about getting graded. In terms of grading, you know, it's not centered, unfortunately, so it's not a 10, I wouldn't think, but obviously very good condition coming straight out of the pack. If I can sleeve it without destroying it, that'd be wonderful. That'd be marvelous, wouldn't you think? There's still a big one to come, I know that. I can tell you that much. Antoine Carr, what number is that? 255. That, yeah, we're getting all the ones we need. Paul Presley, 180. Paul Presley, check that one off the list. This pack is basically yielding a lot. Oh boy. Okay, everybody, just relax. Just relax. Vinny Del Negro. Where is Vinny Del Negro from? Everyone relax. Okay, he's from Massachusetts. So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty nervous. 256. That's another one we needed. Dick Versace. Or Versace, if you prefer. That's a double, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. I'm getting mixed up now because we're doing so many series. I've done like 91 packs and stuff like that, and I've been looking at all my old cards. I'm mixing up which series which that I have. But here's the David Robinson All-Star, another one we were looking for. Gee, very off-center in that printing. But in terms of personal satisfaction, happy to have that. Chris Ford, that's a double. Good coach. You know, the Boston Celtics legendary coach. Ron Harper. Is Ron Harper? Yep, 146. So we're getting newbies. We're getting ones that we need. These are not doubles. I will not be trading. Sorry to say. 326, Rick Edelman. So Rick Edelman also filling in some gaps. And Patrick Ewing. That's the big one that we've been waiting for. I was surprised that I didn't already have a Patrick Ewing. We did document that I had the 91 Patrick Ewing. Something happened to it, possibly some sort of assassination attempt. It could be sending a message. Look, I don't want to speculate too much. We got Menendez killers. We got potential assassins sending messages through trading cards. But if you were in the archive, you know I did replace my 91 Patrick Ewing with a new one, which was just wonderful. I don't know if I'm going to sleeve that. Maybe I should. We'll work it out. But yeah, so we're filling in lots of gaps now. That's very exciting. I'm very pleased about that. Because I'd like to, just for personal satisfaction, for nostalgia, for the convenience, I would like to have a full set that I can just refer to and appreciate at my own leisure. I think that would be really delightful. Did I ever complete a set? I might have completed a Skybox set back in the day. Oh, and like Fleer, I don't know if it was like 94, 95, or 96. Yeah, maybe 94, 95, or not. It could be 93, 94. Tedious details, my friends. That's what we do here in the Hellhole. Yeah, so I might have completed a couple of sets. I don't really know. Alexander Volkov, is he on my list? 34, no. Doubles. So we're back to doubles. Vlada Divac. Is this the European set? All the Euro rookies. Dennis Johnson, 41. That's a double. Matt Guakas. A little bit of guacamole. Do we need checklists? I think I'm good for checklists. If you need a checklist, there could be one in the market. Jeff Grayer, 174. Nope, we need 175. Jay Humphreys. Javi Grant. That's not bad. I used to think Grant was pretty good. I should actually, I'll update my list after this. Sedale Threat. Very good. Double T. Jeff, etc. Jarrett. Richard Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Did I do this? Do I do this every time? Delaney Rudd. Another rookie. Delaney Rudd, 293. That is not one that we're searching for. James Worthy, one of the Lakers legends. One of my all-star team of players that play in goggles. Bill Hanslick, we're back to that. Not sure where those hands are. Keep it safe. Stuart Gray. Stuart Gray, number 204. How are we looking? Nope. Sarunas Makulionis. This is the Euro set. Is he, what is he? Lithuanian. I never remember. I always think he's Greek. And another Kevin McHale. But we need the all-star Kevin McHale. That's what we're chasing. So another pack of doubles. I'm going to update my list. I would love to update the one on screen, but it's just it's too risky a proposition. I hit a cable, we lose everything. So I'm going to update my list in front of me here at least, so I can keep track of what we need. So we got 300 Bernard King, 176 Frank Cornet. 305 Bob Weiss. Could be Bob Weiss, you know, I don't know. Anthony Campbell, 185. Gee, I would love to be updating the screen that you're looking at. I think that would be so much better. I've got a list here with names, but I haven't looked at it for a few weeks, possibly months, so I have forgotten what I need. I don't have it memorized, unfortunately. I'm not quite as good at that as I used to be. 180, Paul Presley. That's a good get. 256, the less said, the better. Making everybody nervous. Relax, it's fine. 24, David Robinson. 146, Ron Harper. Respectable Ron Harper, as I might like to call him. Rick Edelman, 326. Good. And the big one, 203, Patrick Ewing. And, 205, Mark Thompson as well. Mustn't forget that. Very good to get the Mark Thompson. That's the big one we were hunting. I guess Patrick Ewing also could be considered a big scalp. We got to get Scott Skiles, Casey Jones. I guess I've got a 91 Casey Jones, because if you asked me, I would have thought I had that. Regular Dennis Rodman is another big one. Chuck Person, AC Green. We're looking for the All-Star AC Green and the regular AC Green. Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale. It's a double, but it's a good one. It's a Larry Bird double. How do you like the printing on that? That's not bad. I'm going to sleeve that one. Give you another look, just in case you miss it. I think that printing is pretty good in terms of centering. I like the look of that one. Larry Bird's a good one to get. I think I had a Larry Bird back in the day, and I think I picked out a couple of Larry Birds along the way. Interesting next card. Is this a little bit of deja vu? Maybe you want to hit the archives. Maybe you could tell me. I might have to look a little bit later. We're following Larry Bird with a rival, James Worthy, the old Boston Lakers rivalry's storied one. It's nice to see. So Harold Presley, did we just do this? 260? Is that one that I needed, that I got? No. Different Presley. Mark West. Mark West gets some interesting cards. Some cool sort of composition on his stuff. Gotta be coincidence. Another Akeem Olajuwon All-Star. Pretty good. Head to the archive if you want to hear me rave about that. The Akeem Hakeem phenomenon. 101. Dalmatians. Jim Lynam with his spiky hair. Supercuts hair. John Williams, Star Wars, Superman, Indiana Jones, etc. We did that. Armin Gilliam, 54, is that? No. Craig Hodges, 64. We can see a big one coming. Irvin Magic Johnson. He's Irvin the All-Star in this one. Pretty good. How's the print look on that one? Not overly centered. I'll decide if I want to sleeve that maybe later. Chris Morris. So that's card 200. Larry Brown. 328. Grant Long. 187. Oh, 167. I read that wrong. Got a little excited for a second there. We're looking for a Glenn Rice at 168. That's one of them. Cliff Robinson, rookie. Not too shabby. Number 250. Predominantly doubles, though. So let's carry on. The thrill is in the chase. Are we gonna... I guess we're gonna finish out the pack, the box. I'm still debating. It might be nice to keep a couple of packs sealed. I don't know. We'll see what we get. Depends on what we get, really. Glenn Rivers kicking this one off. What number is he? 32. Nope. One off Kenny Smith. Michael Adams. The Lego Denver Nuggets guard. We got Sam Perkins. Is he on our list? See, now I'm referring to the list a little too much. 87. Another checklist. Look, you love to have him if you don't have him, but, you know, not so exciting right now. Who's that? Kurt Rambis. William Bedford. 102. Liddell Eccles. 296. Nate McMillan. I gotta get a better system for this. Byron Dinkins. Dinkin Donuts. Vern Fleming. Whoa, whoa. A Wild Jordan appears. So another All-Star. I think that gives us our sort of, you know, obligatory two regular, two All-Star to a box. I think, you know, some people have pulled out a third. That's pretty exciting. Not a perfect print job, not a bad one. Could you maybe get a 9 out of that? I'm not sure. Any graders in the house? Frank Burkowski. Don't have him doing your free throws, throwing up Burkowskis. Derek Chivas, one of our mischievous favorites. Michael Ansley, rookie. We excited about Michael Ansley? I'm not so sure. And Ronnie Seekley, finish out. So, it's double city at this point. We've ripped through a whole lot. I hate to speculate how many we need, but we're probably like 30 or 40 cards from the set. Give or take. I'm going by eye. Would be nice to fill out that set. Just, you know, kind of nice. We're kicking things off here with Stacey King and the rookies. Do we need a Stacey King? I don't know that we do. 66. Yes! Okay, this is the pack. This is the one to watch. So we got a Stacey King, and I think the next one is going to be a new one as well. Charles Oakley. Not Sir Charles, but still wonderful. Yes. So we're expanding our collection. Jay Humphreys, is he on our list? Number 175. Come on down, Jay Humphreys. Once again, I speculate about how these packs are potentially preordained, prearranged for maximum enjoyment. 37, Kevin Willis. That's a new one. So I'm thinking, like, you know, there certainly seems to be an element of you get like a 1 or 2 decent cards in most packs. So that seems to be controlled. Sidney Lowe, 187. That's a new one as well. So yeah, I'm thinking that there could be certain combinations. Perhaps they were trying to appeal to the collectors. Make sure people didn't load up on too many doubles. Although, if packs are the same, then you're going to get that. 210, Kenny Walker, that's a new one. Yeah, very interesting. I would like to know more about how these packets were determined. John Bagley, number 38, is a new one. We are really, we're really getting through them. There's our Casey Jones we were looking for. Hey, it's Casey Jones. Is that a bit of dust, or what is that? A bit of an artifact? Printing could be a possible printing defect. I'm not sure. You can see there's just a little dot just there next to Casey Jones. So what is that? 329? Yep. Casey Jones. Hey, it's Casey Jones. Gungala. Greg Kite. Did we need a Greg Kite 258? Yeah, we did. Is this going to be like an entire packet? All just fresh and tasty. Don Nelson of the Golden State Warriors, the coach. I see another a sought after one. Yep, Don Nelson. We have got a full page of coaches, so we got plenty of coaches. There's the AC Green All-Star we were looking for. I'm going to check that off my list. Gee, I'm so sorry that I'm not doing that on screen, but just a little risky. Richie Adebayo, 310. That is I must have a Richie Adebayo in another series, because that name is fresh on the tongue, familiar. Nobody cares about the Mavericks. Is that that? Yeah. John Morton, rookie, so 77. Wouldn't you know it? It's another one we didn't have. We're just carving him up now. Larry Drew. How do you do, Larry Drew? 155. So was AC, what's his name? AC Slater? AC Green? Is he our good one for the pack? And Hersey Hawkins, 229. Wouldn't you know it? It's another one that we didn't have. So we're really getting through the series now. Only about, 20 to 30, maybe 30, I would say, give or take. Not including John Battle, who I do have. I do have an older one if I just need to round out my series. You enjoying the title graphic? I mentioned that. That is obviously inspired by the 1991 NBA Hoops, Supreme Court, and things like that. So, Alvin Robertson, 182. I think we're out of luck now. Karl Malone, that's, in terms of players, good player. Some sketchiness maybe in life. Randy Whitman, 141. Tim Perry. Nepotism hire for, what do you call him? The editor of the Daily Planet. Another checklist. Don't mind me, just making some nonsense references. James Edwards, Winston Garland, Charles Davis. What number is that? 62. No dice. Vinnie Johnson, 107. Horace Grant. Not wearing his goggles, but certainly a beloved member of the Goggle Squad. Eric Floyd, 124. That'll be a double. Oh, not Douglas Moe. Doug Moe. Look at just appalled. Doug Moe, cannot believe it. Gerald Wilkins, 212. And we got another Ron Rothstein. Wait a second. There's another card to come. What is that, 318? I'm checking my list. And what is this? Holy Tripitaka, Kelly Tripica. That'll be another double. So we're racking up the doubles. I mean, look, you buy a box of cards, you gotta expect doubles. It's just the facts of life, kids. You'll understand when you're older. Okay, what are we working with here? Well, speaking of understanding when you're older, B.J. Armstrong, let's not talk about it. B.J. Armstrong's a double. Brad Doherty's a double. James Donaldson. Probably don't need to be checking, but I am. John Battle. Hey, there's John Battle. We got a fresh John Battle. Okay, so there you go. A fresh John Battle. Very nice. The printing is pretty off-center by the look of it, but in terms of me and my collection, very happy to have a John Battle. That's a nice discovery. So what do we got here? Eddie Johnson. Eddie Money Johnson. Do we need... No, we don't. We need a Jeff Hornacek. Rick Smits. NYPD Blues. Ricky Smits. Maybe not. John Williams. Done that already. Steve Johnson. 278. Oh boy, don't hit the camera, man. Oh, wow. Mike Woodson, 131. Heading to the woodshed. Ricky Green. What do you got, Ricky? What has happened? Can we pull it back? Can we regain control? Not too far. Not too far. Come on. Ricky Green, 134. We're still in this. We can still win. Karl Malone All-Star. That's pretty good. I was a Karl Malone fan back in the day, the mailman, so I don't know how to feel about that. 263. It's a Willie Lloyd Anderson double. Tell us, Frank. Tell us all about it. 166. That's going to be a double. Stay in the game. Cliff Levingston, 29. That's another double. We got most of the low numbers, and a Sean Elliott rookie. Don't be sleeping on Sean Elliott. He's a good guy. Good player. Good one to have. I don't know. I think some of those rookie cards are sort of like interesting prospects in terms of grading. Once again, if you're checking this out, if you're along for the ride, if you've put up with my nonsense and you're enjoying seeing what's coming out of these packs, I'll try to speed it up for you, maybe. Let's see. Dominic Wilkins right off the bat. The man, the myth, the legend, the European sensation. Alex English. Teddy hooey, governor. Oh, that's a new one too. That's one that I needed. How about that? 94 is on the screen. You might have spotted it if you're playing along at home. Exciting stuff. Adrian Dantley. Cut me. Yo. Where am I going with that? Adrian Dantley is a new one, so we could be making a dent here. So there's Scott Skiles on your screen. We're not going to make any jokes. Come on. Scott Skiles, everybody. What was he, 91 MVP or something? He was something. MIP, most improved. Scott Skiles, number 220. You're off the list. 220. Okay. Kenny Battle, rookie card. That's nice to see. Kenny Battle. You on my list? I'm not sure. 233. He's not on my list. That's a double. What a shame. What a shame. Is he one of the good ones, though? Mikey Brown. Mike Brown. 286. Mike Brown. Very, very good. Filling out the collection. Ken Norman. You are nothing but a Norman. 149. That's knocking off the list. What do we got? Trent Tucker. You on my list, Mr. Tucker? 208. No. Doubles. Dick Motta. You know, you're gonna want to visit a clinic, buddy. If you've got yourself a Dick Motta. Scott Hastings, who's that? That's a good all-star looking. Scott Hastings, yes. The collection could be completed. I will let you know if it is. Robert Parrish, all-star. Robert Parrish is cool. I'm happy with that. We're still looking for Kevin McHale, but we got ourselves Robert Parrish. That's a good one. Reggie Williams, I believe Reggie Williams is on my list. Is that? Yes, 272. Let you see the back there. Hopefully I'm not obscuring too much. Gee, we're all over the shop, aren't we? Winston Bennett. That might be a double, I'm thinking. Yes, sadly. I'm getting my list mixed up now. 72. Yeah, I'm screwing up. Trent Tucker, Scott Hastings, 105. Was that a? That's a new one. I mixed up my little stacks. So 70. That's a double. AC Green. There's AC Green. We were looking for both of them. We got both of them. We got the All-Star. We got the. Is that like a little bit of dust coming out of there? Jeepers. And Chuck Person. So AC Green and Chuck Person. Should I give Chuck Person a bit more shine? Kind of glossed over that. There you go. There's Chuck Person. So we're really like a dozen or a couple of dozen away. We're probably closer to 20 now. A couple of dozen away from a full set. That's pretty exciting. Are you on board? Are you on the ride, guys? Are you feeling the excitement? Wonder if we'll pull another Mark Johnson. Not so sure. Not so sure. We only have we've only got 4 packs after this, so we might be going all the way because I want that set. Oh, this could be a vote for completing the set. We got Dennis Rodman here. Sadly, that's come out with a little bit of a dent up the top, so that's not so good. But Dennis Rodman, Defensive Player of the Year, 1990 or 89. Was a little bit, I forget, like, what do the cards cover? Are they covering 89 or a bit of 90 as well? Who knows? I'll sleeve it, even though there's a little bit of a dent there. It's going to affect any kind of grading prospects. We got a Charles Barkley in this one, too. That's pretty good. That was one of the ones I had as a kid. Okay, Roy Topley. Roy Topley, are you on my list? Yes, 88, Roy Topley. So that's card 88. Happy to knock that off my list. Kenny Smith, card number 33. That's going to be another one on the list. So we could be just about there in terms of the set. Cotton Fitzsimmons, I believe, is a double. 325. That's going to be a double. The latest card that I need is 289. 289. Hopefully I haven't breezed past that. But that's a double. Okay, Daryl Griffith. 289. That's the latest card that I need. 289. Daryl Griffith. How about that? Magnificent. Joe Barry Carroll. Number 92. We're gonna be just about complete at the end of this pack. Maurice Cheeks. Okay, so that's a double, I believe. 202. Maurice Cheeks, very respectable. Respect the Cheeks. Cheeky Jerome Lane. That might be a double as well. Yes. Gene Littles. Oh, look at this. You know, most of this pack, we didn't really have any kind of issues in terms of print damage or anything like that. This one's got something on it, some sort of artifact. There's the Kevin McHale rookie card we were looking for, so that's very exciting. Card number 6 in the set. The only All-Star to remain now is the checklist, so hopefully we might pull that out. Uwe Blob. Wow, what a name. Where are you? Gotta be German. Yeah, West Germany. Back in those days. Pre-unification. Don't worry about it too much, kids. Uwe Blob. And kids, UWE. Okay, so like if you're talking about the notorious director, Bowl, it is Uwe. Don't say Uwe or Uwe or any of these strange Uwe. Okay, Uwe. Keep it in mind. You'll look like less of an idiot. Kevin Edwards, 165. Exciting stuff. God knows I've probably mangled some names along the way, so let me know if I got it wrong, because I want to say names correctly. Mark McNamara, that's 158. Mark McNamara. Okay, and closing out this particular pack is Tom Chambers, who is card 234. So we're looking at single digits to complete this set. Pretty exciting stuff. A little bit of drama. We're leaving some to the end. So what do we need? We need 13, the All-Star checklist. We need 80, John Williams, which is amazing because I could have sworn we've done the John Williams joke about 100 times. Is there more than one John Williams? It's not really an uncommon name. We need 114 Rod Higgins. We need 117 Jim Peterson. 129 Otis Thorpe. 161 Jay Vincent. Probably the biggest, one of the biggest. 168 Glenn Rice. We don't have Glenn Rice. Bit of a cult player. We don't have Jack Sigma. 183. Man, that name is familiar. I could have sworn I had that. Might have to check my doubles. Could be a 91 or another series that I have. 186 Tyrone Corbin, aka Happy Corbin, and 236 Jeff Hornacek. So we'll see what we get. We're kicking things off big with a nice Scottie Pippen. Guess I better sleeve that. Just out of respect, as much as anything. I see Larry Nance waiting. The print on it isn't perfect, but you know, it's an option. It's something to consider. Larry Nance. No relation to Jack, I don't believe. 78. Okay, we're probably in for a Hollywood doubles now. Joe Klein, the news reporter from the Flash TV series. We did that. Reggie Theus. Let's just Jim Peterson. Wait a second, Jim Peterson 117. That's on my list. That's a new card. That's exciting. So we might either finish or at least make a dent here if we can get some more. Del Harris, that's a repeat. Who is that? Dale Harris, who I believe evicted the citizens of Detroit City in RoboCop 3. No. Charles Jones, not on my list. That's a double, sadly. Quentin Daly, I believe we've already discussed Quentin Daly in the previous. Hey, Sean Kemp rookie. Let's try to get this in focus. So another Sean Kemp rookie. Might as well sleeve that. Just just in terms of options, I'm either going to have to get some more sleeves or rethink some of my choices. Because, as I say, this is not the end of the trading card arc. This is merely the beginning. We got Mike Sanders. John Stockton, All-Star, very respectable. Not going to make any jokes. Tom Garrick. How we looking? Joe Wolf, creator of Law and Order. Christian Welp. Somebody help him out. And Robert Parrish. We've already got Robert Parrish, but you can't have too much Robert Parrish. I mean, come on. So we're down to 3 packs. 3 packets to go. We need 9 cards, I think, to complete the set. The heat is on, my friends. We'll see how this shakes down. Maybe we'll learn a little something along the way. So you can see when I started, I needed dozens, and well, we've had a good run. We've had a nice little run here, kicking things off with Danny Manning. Pretty good. We got a Danny Manning toward the end of the last session. Mark Price, good combination. Herb Williams, certainly nothing to sneeze at. Bob Weiss, we picked up the Bob Weiss earlier. That was one that we needed. Card 305. So we already got one of those. Lafayette Lever, we got one of those today. Brad Davis, 84. Fat Lever, who I don't believe is of any relation. Dale Ellis. Otis, hang on, wait a second, slow down. So Otis Thorpe, we do need. Let me just double check the numbers on here. 147.79. I don't think I missed any, but I just want to be sure. Okay, so Otis Thorpe is gonna get us another one biting the dust. Otis Thorpe is number 129. So if you are playing along at home, if you're drawing check marks on your screen, okay, to get rid of those numbers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what is happening? You cannot be serious right now. What just happened? That can't be. I definitely charged this before I started, so I would be very surprised if this is a battery issue. With 2 packs to go, I'm a little bit appalled to say that the camera has just shut itself off. Could be a heating issue. Maybe it's overheating. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. I will be. I don't know. I'll be right back. What a calamity. You know, it's just, it's one thing after another with some of this technology. So let's see how we do. Hoping for the best here. Okay, Dick Versace, that's a double. Let's get through this. Rolando Blackman is a double. Johnny Moore is a double. Mike Schuler is a double. Gerald Henderson. I'm a little bit rattled now. How we doing for numbers? 106. So we got another Patrick Ewing too. Gee, that printing is way off center. So we're still chasing a set. What have I done here? I've made an error. A little bit rattled. Things not quite going to plan. We're live, pal, as they say. So I think it was just Otis Thorpe, number 129. That was new. That's a little disappointing. I thought we might have been on to a winner in that pack. A whole lot of doubles by the look of it. I will obviously at some point have to double check my doubles to see, but we're down to 2 packs with 8 cards to get. Wouldn't it be wonderful if this next pack, if we just pulled them all out? A little bit surprised not to have another Mark Johnson as well, if I'm honest. I thought we might end up with 2. Charles Smith. The Shermanator Sherman Douglas. Derek Harper. Tom Hammonds. I'm trying to keep an eye on those names. Rod Higgins. Bill Lambier. Benoit Benjamin. Alden Polinus. What a compelling name that is. Bill Cartwright. That looks like a child has drawn a goatee on themselves. Detlef Schrempf. We've got all the Europeans now. Joe Dumars. Derek Smith. Derek Smith on the list? Nope. John Long. Go long, John Long. Todd Murphy. Byron Scott. So, look, I had a romantic notion of maybe leaving some packs sealed, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one. We've faced all kinds of trials. Gee, look at that. There's something's going on there. I'm not sure. The cardboard is showing its age. This is it. This is the final packet. The final package of of our special little run. As we head to the hour, we've dealt with technical issues more than once. We've pulled some Jordans. We got our man. We found the Menendez. We need 8 cards. Let's see how we do. Here's Xavier McDaniel. John Stockton. LaSalle Thompson. Dan Marley. Chris Mullen. Mark Akers. Scott Brooks. Charles Davis. Derek McKee. Johnny Dawkins. Don Chaney. Mookie Blaylock. Mel Turpin. Orlando Woolridge. And Rolando Blackman. So that rounds out the entire box. Sadly, we did not complete our set. A little disappointed about that. I wonder, could I dare to attempt? Could I dare to attempt? So we only got 1 Mark Johnson, sadly, which is, you know, you wouldn't consider it a typical, like, sought after card, but them's the breaks. So we got a couple more Jordans, we got a Rodman, we got a Larry Bird, you know. We got a Kemp, we got a Pippen. This is the guy. This is the one we came looking for. This was the one that we had nothing to speak of. Yeah, so Mark Johnson, not necessarily one of the hottest cards then or now, but because of these two schmucks sitting here, these scumbags, these dirtbags, this card has become a little bit of a legend and attracted some high prices at auction and things like that. But obviously, your big hitters, Jordan, regular Jordan, which we already had. We had a lot of these. All-Star Jordan. I'll work out, what's best for grading. I still think that Larry Bird, the centering on that's pretty good. But yeah, so if you got any tips for me about grading, if you're watching, I'd really like to hear it because I have never done that. It's something I'm interested in doing. And like I said, it would be great if I could just, cover some of the costs of this, because as much as it's a thrill to be back in the hobby, I'm kind of, I've spent up a little bit more than I should have for something like this. I don't know, smash that follow, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff. We could use the help. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm working on the checklist now, getting rid of those ones so you can, at least now you can maybe visualize what I'm dealing with. I'll run down what I'm missing. So I might be looking for the singles. I might have to do some swapsies with the kids at school. I don't know, see who's got what I need. So what is it? 168. So you can see that list is really disappearing rapidly though. So we had a pretty good session, all things considered. I was a little disappointed not to get the full set. I thought a full set would be likely, but it's not guaranteed. There are no guarantees in trading cards. There are odds, there are ratios, and there are certainly shattered dreams, but there you go, big chunk just off the screen like that. So those are the ones. Oh, I'm just, I got my strangler hand just hanging out there. Those numbers now that remain, that's what I'm looking for. So, number 13, the All-Star Checklist. Number 80, John Williams. 114, Rod Higgins. 161, Jay Vincent. 168, Glenn Rice. Probably one of the biggest ones I'm missing. 183, Jack Sikma. 186, Tyrone Corbin. And 236, the other big one, Jeff Hornacek. So they tell me anyway. I was never really a Jeff Hornacek guy, but shout out C Busy. Chinook's in the, out there in Radioland. He tells me he's a Jeff Hornacek guy. That's a wrap though, but it's not the end. As I said, I really need you to ring that bell and subscribe and follow and all that stuff, because this is not the only box that I have in my possession. Okay, there's going to be more box breaking in the Hellhole in the near future. I look forward to it. It's going to be a bit of fun. I just, it's nostalgia. It's the thrill of the chase. It's the fun of the hobby. I was a big trading card collector in the early 90s. I think aside from like maybe 2 or 3 impulse purchases at the counter of like the newsagent where I might get, I think I got a packet of AFL Australian Rules football cards once because they were like $1 and they were on the counter and I had change. Apart from that kind of thing, the last time I deliberately purchased trading cards was probably, I'm thinking, like 97, maybe 98, and it was some sort of X-Men cards. It had Onslaught stuff in it. That's all I remember. I only ever got 1 pack. It's the kind of thing like, if I could get my hands on more of those, that'd be great. Superhero cards just seem to be, I think, because of the movies, and the nature of the collector's market, and because of the movies, these things like the superhero cards and comics are reaching a much broader audience. You've got an influx of sort of crypto speculator jerks driving prices up, manufacturing prices at times. It sucks to be a fan, because as a fan, like I just want to see my favorite players. I want to get a set from a set that I like. 1990 NBA Hoops was one of my absolute favorites, but I do have a sweet spot for it, a soft spot for it. The 91 Hoops is one that I do like, and I don't have a box of 91 Hoops, sadly. If you head to the archive, I did get a couple of packets, and that was a bit of fun. Didn't get great results. I would love to get a box of 91 Hoops, but Man, the price of a box is not cheap. Them's the breaks, you know. Subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. Help me out. Maybe and maybe we can go on the journey together, you know. As far as I'm concerned, we're in this together. Hopefully you're having fun, you're enjoying the box breaking. And yeah, I guess I'm going to be filling in some of those holes in my sleeves and my binders, which is pretty nice. I think I've got enough sleeves to at least get a lot of a second series. So there's a couple we can revisit, and I figure, you know, the Hellhole, I'm trying to make it sort of, the Hellhole is like a hangout. It's a bit of a pop culture thing, because my entire life I've been, you know, like I said, I was into the trading cards. I've been like a bit of a pop culture demon, a bit of a freak in that regard. It's not a gimmick. It's not just for YouTube. I'm not trying to get attention and capitalize on things with sort of, you know, by pretending to be more interested than I am. I don't know. I mean, do I appear interested at all? I don't think anyone would accuse me of pretending to be interested in something. Emote, man. Show some enthusiasm, for crying out loud. I'm tired. I'm crusty. It's been a rough month, so it's cool to be back in the Hellhole and sort of giving myself the gift and giving the gift to you of like sharing the experience of cracking open these. Again, like, it kind of blows my mind. We're talking like 34-year-old cards that we're breaking and exposing to the world for the first time in all that time. Even a series like the 1990 NBA Hoops, which clearly must be in abundance because boxes are still out there to be purchased. They're available in droves. This is probably peak junk wax. They tell me maybe later years is maybe the peak, but you know, these are not rare, scarce things. But even considering that, it blows my mind. We just cracked open like what? How many packs is in a box again? Where? It says it somewhere. I don't know. It was like 36. So we just concluded cracking 36 packs of cards that are almost 35 years old, and we just opened them for the first time, brand new. Like, amazing, amazing. What a time to be alive. If I was a responsible adult male, I would not be buying trading cards like this, but I did, and I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna stop rambling. We're at the hour now. Smash that follow, ring the bell, subscribe, do all those things. If you're watching, you know, on the archive, do it on YouTube. Head over to the Twitch. We do this. We're live. I'm on Twitch right now. I had to do a second run because the first run failed. You know, the camera issues were just adding up tonight. We got other stuff going on, and I'm kind of like working on a few ideas that I'd like to bring to the Hellhole. Again, just kind of like dabbling in those interests that I have, pop culture interests, and just kind of like hanging out with you guys and having a reason to have some fun, you know, like just having a good old time, a nostalgic time. You know, I don't like to dwell too much in the retro, but that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I'll get back to like Apotheon, you know, still playing a lot of games. I've been you know, the timing's not great because WWE 2K24 is on the way, but I've been playing around with 2K23. First wrestling game I've played since, I think, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. So it's been a long time, and it's been quite fun, and it's quite relevant to one of the things that I'm working on. So hopefully that'll be a bit of fun. I'll see you guys then. Until then, adios amigos. Thanks for hanging out. Good game.